Enzo Ferrari once called it the most beautiful car ever made. And when you see it, the curves, the stance, the soul, it's hard to disagree. But this isn't just a pretty face. Beneath that sculpted body lies a machine that shattered expectations, in speed, in style, and in price. It wasn't just a car. It was a revolution on wheels. This is the story of an icon. This is the Jaguar E-Type. From the very first glance, the Jaguar E-Type stops time. That impossibly long bonnet, the low-slung profile, the delicate curves flowing into a pinched rear, every angle feels like art in motion. But this beauty wasn't just skin deep. It was the work of Malcolm Sayer, an aerodynamicist, not a stylist, a man who treated car design like an equation. He applied principles used in aircraft, minimizing drag, maximizing flow, and wrapped them around a car that looked like it was born to fly. Covered headlights, wire-spoke wheels, a clamshell hood that opened forward like a fighter jet. Even parked, the E-Type looked fast. Step inside, and you're greeted with a minimalistic cockpit, toggle switches, wood-rimmed steering wheel, and bucket seats that hugged you like a racing suit. It wasn't just designed to impress. It was designed to seduce. But the Jaguar E-Type didn't just look like a race car, it moved like one too. Under that sculpted bonnet lived a snarling 3.8-liter inline-six, borrowed straight from Jaguar's Le Mans winning D-Type. It produced around 265 horsepower, enough to launch the E-Type past 60 miles per hour in under 7 seconds. That might sound modest today, but in 1961, that was supercar territory. And it did it all for a fraction of the price of a Ferrari. But it wasn't just the engine. Jaguar engineered the E-Type with four-wheel disc brakes, a rarity at the time, and fully independent suspension, front and rear. The result? A car that didn't just go fast in a straight line, it danced through corners. Whether on winding roads or wide-open straights, the E-Type delivered the kind of performance that made your heart race, and your competitors disappear in the rear-view mirror. Over its 13-year production run, the Jaguar E-Type evolved, subtly at first, then dramatically. The original, known as Series I, ran from 1961 to 1968. It was pure, covered headlights, delicate bumpers, and toggle switches inside. It came with a 3.8-liter, later upgraded to 4.2, more torque, same iconic shape. Then came Series II in 1968. Safety and emissions regulations, especially in the U, forced changes. The headlights were now uncovered. The bumpers grew. Switches became more modern, and less charming. Cooling improved, brakes were better, but the purity started to fade. And finally, Series 3, launched in 1971. Out went the straight 6, in came a massive 5.3-liter V12. It was smooth, powerful, and refined. The body grew longer to fit a 2+2 layout, and only convertibles and coupes with rear seats remained. The E-Type had matured, but some say it lost a bit of its edge. Still, even in its final form, it remained one of the most desirable cars on the road. The E-Type wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. It arrived at the perfect time, the 1960s, a decade of rebellion, style, and speed, and the E-Type fit right in, becoming a rolling symbol of British cool. Celebrities couldn't get enough of it. Steve McQueen, George Best, Brigitte Bardot, they all had one. It showed up in movies, magazines, and music videos. On screen, it was the car of spies, playboys, and rebels. Off screen, it was the car to be seen in. In a time when the UK was taking over the world's fashion and music scenes, the Jaguar E-Type was the automotive crown jewel. It wasn't just admired, it was desired. And for many, it still is. So, what's it like to actually drive a Jaguar E-Type today? In a word, raw. There's no traction control, no digital safety nets. Just you, the engine, and the open road. The steering is heavy at low speeds but comes alive in corners. The gearbox is mechanical, precise. Every shift feels deliberate. And when that engine roars to life, it's not just sound, it's symphony. But owning one? That's a different story. Maintenance can be demanding, parts aren't always easy to find, and restoration? That can cost more than the car itself. Yet ask any owner, and they'll tell you, it's worth every hour and every penny. Because driving an E-Type isn't just transportation, it's an event. A connection to a time when cars had character, when driving was an experience, not just a commute. More than half a century later, the legacy of the Jaguar E-Type still echoes through the automotive world. It redefined what a sports car could be, proving that high performance and stunning design didn't have to come at a Ferrari price tag. Today, the E-Type is a blue-chip collectible. Values have soared, and pristine examples command six-figure sums at auction. Its DNA lives on, most notably in the Jaguar F-Type, a modern tribute to the original's curves and character. But no matter how advanced technology gets, no matter how fast or how digital our cars become, the E-Type reminds us of a different era. A time when design wasn't filtered through focus groups, and driving was about feeling, not algorithms. It's not just remembered, it's revered, and it continues to inspire new generations of enthusiasts, designers, and dreamers. Few cars have ever captured the world's imagination like the Jaguar E-Type. It wasn't just a breakthrough in engineering or design, it was a statement, a symbol of what happens when passion, performance, and beauty collide. From its debut in 1961 to the collector circles of today, the E-Type has never stopped turning heads, or stirring souls. Whether you're a lifelong fan, a first-time admirer, or someone dreaming of someday sitting behind that wooden steering wheel, one thing's for sure, this car isn't just part of history, it is history. If you enjoyed this ride through automotive legend, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories from the golden age of driving, and tell us in the comments, what's your favorite version of the E-Type? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your wheels turning and your engine singing.